it's time. I'm gonna be showing you guys the new farm and all the work we've done to it over the past few months. I plan on putting timestamps in the corner of the video so you know like what month it was and what day it was that I recorded some of this stuff. And also I'm gonna be explaining the risers, the terraces, and kind of all the stuff we've been doing. So yeah, stick around. If you're new around here, consider subscribing, leave a like, and yeah, let's get into it. There we go. First few terraces that have been cut open. The reason that they've been cut open and all the water's flowing out of them is because the tile's bad. So we'll end up getting new tile put in with new risers, and we'll rebuild the terraces back. So this is a new farm to us. It's right beside the main farm. Yeah, my grandparents' house is actually on this farm because, well, a long time ago, when my dad was a kid, Grandpa actually bought this farm. And let's just say we had some tough times and weren't able to hold on to this farm for very long. And this farm really has never been taken care of. So this time we're gonna do everything right. We're gonna fix this farm up the way it should be. It's gonna take a lot of work, a lot of hours, and a lot of dozing work to fix it up, but we're starting. These are the first two terraces that Dad has to cut. I'm gonna grab the Ranger and I'm gonna run around and I'm gonna mark on a map where all the risers or all the terraces that are shot like these are, so that he can cut them open, let the water run out. And then a trencher will come right down the center where he's cut and put a new tile in and put risers in, and then we'll fix up the terraces and it'll be ready to rock and roll. No, it's fine. More water! This farm is rough. Look at that. Look at them plowing through the water. This is actually pretty slick. It's kind of cool. You know what's not cool? The people that farm this. So there's supposed to be a riser somewhere right here, but they just plant over it. Is it beautiful? Mm-hmm. Is that good? Is the big ditches in the middle of the terrace, is that good? It needs a lot of love, Aden. Are you gonna love it? You're gonna give it a lot of love. What about that one, Aden? A lot of work. A lot. It needs a lot of work. We're gonna build it back better, stronger.
Just like the walls.
And a lot of rocks too. Yay, I don't want to pick them up. If you want to know how deep they are, I don't even want to cross them with the Ranger. That's how deep they are. Yeah. I don't know how they get away with. I don't know how they were able to keep farming this. This is just horrible. Horrible. I wanted to show you guys this. This is what's been putting in the tile here for our terraces. There's, as you can tell, there is the riser itself right there. So this puts the tile in the ground. It's a little bit different than like most of the people you see on YouTube. They just have a tile plow itself. This is actually just a trencher. So it's the same thing, but instead it has a big old chain that digs into the ground to lay the tile down. So yeah, I think it's just because of our soils being so, well, kind of a little bit clay, not so soft. So it's not really possible to use a normal just plow. So thought I'd show you guys that before I head back to college. And there's all the fittings and stuff. They got a wagon for that. And they got a cool Kubota skid steer. Well, we're out here where the video started. We're right above, well, I'm actually a little bit above where this video started. The video started right there. But I'd like to show you guys these terraces. So, in that last clip, these terraces were cut. And that was because we needed to put in the new tile line. So whenever you're putting in the new tile, you need to be level with the ground. You can't just go right, you can't dig really deep over these terraces, because this is a pretty big pile of dirt right here. So what the terrace does is it catches water that's coming down these hills, and it's angled so the water runs towards the riser, which is, it's a great time to be out here at the moment because it just got done raining and the terraces did their job. Oh, it is really muddy. So here's this orange piece right here is the riser, and there's the tile right there. So there is a tile line that is laying straight down here and runs right up to that terrace right above this one. And there is a pipe that goes straight down into that tile, and then it keeps going. So we had to cut the terrace right here so that we could run the tile level all the way down to that tree line down there. And there is a little post down there where it drains out. So eventually, well, actually we can't. But if you really wanted to, this tree line right here, we could build some pretty good sized terraces straight across right here. And we could just farm across this little tree line right there if we really wanted to. If you really wanted to, you could. But yeah, so that tile line comes right through here. As you can tell from the color of the soil where that trencher dug it up, you get a whole different type of soil that's been pulled up. This is some beautiful dirt right here. There's a new riser. So that tile line collects off of these two terraces. And this terrace right here is where I recorded Dad with the drone as he was cleaning out this terrace. cleaning out a terrace, you're pretty much getting all the dirt that is settled into the terrace and building the terrace back up. And to be completely honest with you, I didn't record this side. This side was the bad side. I did get some drone footage of me flying over this at the very beginning. And there was a huge, massive ditch that came from that tree line up to right there. And as you can tell from the color of that soil on that terrace right there, yeah, it was bad. And what was happening is these terraces were coming over here and draining straight into a massive ditch. They didn't have a riser or a tile system. They didn't have nothing. They drained straight into a ginormous ditch. And I am very, very impressed with how this turned out. Oh, sloppy mess. Yuck. Not planting yet, that's for sure. But yeah, as you can tell from the color of this terrace right here. Sorry, I recorded this on my iPhone, so the stability is probably horrible. Anyways, there's a little bit of some low spots. But as you can tell from the color of this terrace right here, that is a little bit more clay soil. And how do you fix this? Hog manure. This will be some beautiful dirt as soon as we get a lot of hog manure on it, that's for sure. But right down here, that's what I really wanted to show you. Hopefully I'll piece this video together perfectly where you guys can see that massive ditch, but it's all gone. I came in here and worked it after Dad bulldozed it, and let's just say that terrace, or that, not terrace, that ditch was probably at least 7 feet deep. And it went from that, it came up from those tree lines up here, and it cut all the way up to that top terrace. So yeah, Dad came in here, built these terraces, filled in that ditch, and we got the risers and everything, and now there's not a massive ditch down there. Yeah, this poor farm. As you can tell, you can definitely tell where the tile was, because now it's finally settling because we got some rain. So the dirt fell into the trencher a little bit more, and you can see how that trencher, how big of a trench it's digging from the size of how much it's settled. Yeah, you can see exactly where it was all the way up to the next riser. Holy moly, sticky. But yeah, you can see the kind of different soil that we had right there, just because of the, well, a lot of the soil in that area washed away because of the ginormous ditch, or washed down the into the trees. So it's a good thing that that's fixed now. Yeah, I'm cold. I'm really cold. And here's more of those terraces. On this side they got rebuilt, which I didn't really fly my drone over this part because I wasn't here whenever they rebuilt these terraces. I think Grandpa actually came in here and rebuilt some of them, or did some work on them, and then Dad did as well, but I wasn't here. I was at school whenever they did work on these. But yeah, I did get to work them. So, yeah. There's the riser right there. Looks like we had a low spot back here that we're gonna have to work on, but other than that, they look pretty dang good. this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers as fast as possible. If we can make that happen, I'd be really happy. So if you're new around here, please consider subscribing. And hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I kind of wish I could have got some video of the trencher putting in the tile and stuff like that, but I wasn't here whenever he was doing that, so sorry about that, guys. But yeah, check out the hats and the merch and all that. That should be below, should be right below this video. You shouldn't even have to click on a link. There should be some pictures right below if you're interested. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. And a big shout out to all our shout out crew members for them supporting this channel. If you want to support this channel and become a member, check it out in the link in the description below.